Rent is still going up even though the landlords haven't kept up the maintenance or fixed the problems with electrical, plumbing, and exterminating, or even painting and changing out light fixtures. This is an absolutely unrealistic scenario that tenants should not be facing. Rent prices are ridiculous anyway. This just adds to it. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thanks for watching.
I'm trying to enjoy my last days within this unit that I've been renting for so long. Really sad that I have to leave because they decided to raise my rent $700, and I already pay $2,300 without parking fees, which is $185, and plus utilities. So I'm paying $2,600 a month, and they still decided to raise my rent for another $700. So they want me to pay now $3,000 base rent. Are you kidding me?
A lot of folks just disappear when things get hard. How short are you going to be?
About $800. Hey, Bill, thanks for calling. I wanted to talk to you about this month's rent.
Hey, Bobby, sure, man. I appreciate you answering my call. Is everything okay?
Not really. I got laid off last week and my partner's hours got cut. We're doing everything we can, but we're going to have to come up a little bit short this month.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
We're not trying to avoid anything. We've already started applying for jobs. Just didn't want to go silent or leave you wondering.
You know, I really respect you for giving me a call. A lot of folks just disappear when things get hard. How short are you going to be?
About $800. We can send a partial payment now and catch up next month. Maybe spread it out over 2 months.
I'll go ahead and accept a partial payment, but I need something in writing from you confirming how and that you are going to get caught up in the next 2 months. And I'll even help you out by waiving the late fee. How about that?
Seriously? Thank you, Bill. We appreciate it. We won't let you down.
All right, my friend. Don't let me regret this, okay?
You won't regret it. I promise.
Sounds good.
I don't know if my apartment is smoking crack or what, but to process a payment online on the portal with a debit or credit card, they're charging 51 whole American dollars. This needs to be studied. Because not only is my rent already high, but then you want me to pay an additional $51 just so we can process the payment. And then say, oh, well, you can go ahead and set up auto drafting. Ma'am, I'm not that. First off, ma'am, I'm not even that mature yet to have anything set up on auto payment. And secondly, it takes y'all 3 to 5 business days to withdraw the payments. And then they try to come down here with some little rewards like, oh, when you make your payment online, then you get some little rewards and all this. So I don't give a about the rewards. I'm talking about the $51 processing fee just to pay y'all asses. Yeah, I'm ready for my lease to be up. March can't get here fast enough.
Come inside this man's apartment with me, who is angry because he says he has to pay thousands of dollars every month for rent. He says the building in the Bronx, which made headlines this week after a gas explosion caused parts of it to collapse, is still without hot water or gas. Even before the explosion, conditions inside the building were bad enough, but now he and his neighbors have been left to fend for themselves.
It heats up pretty much all right.
And this was given to most of the residents who returned because there's no gas currently in the house. Your cooker doesn't work. There is electric, but there's also no hot water, right? And this is the hallway that we've come back into. And again, this is a very small space, right?
Yes. This is the wall that is basically damaged for years now. They were never supposed to plaster. This is all plaster. They were supposed to make it so that it's bare cement.
And then the bathroom.
That's just crazy, honestly. The walls, the ceiling.
He says no one is listening to his concerns and is pleading with officials for help.
Just everything needs to be better, honestly.
And for you, the thing that's even more frustrating is that you're having to pay thousands of dollars for this. A place that you're supposed to call home that doesn't feel like home.
Yes. You have to pay so much for something that's basically half done. It's not fair. It's not fair to us at all.
I'm 23 years old. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend. We split rent right down the middle. I make almost double what minimum wage is. He makes over double what minimum wage is. The only reason we still split rent right down the middle is because his car payment is almost triple what mine is. It's absolutely ridiculous. Insurance payments, utilities, phone bills, all of that kinds of stuff. We've got all of it. We have pets to feed. We don't ever go anywhere or do anything fun. We don't ever buy new clothes. I take that back. I bought that dress for $8 in the sales section at Marshall's the other day. The last new clothes I bought before that were these scrubs that you're looking at right now, clothes to wear to work, and the only reason I bought those is because work reimburses me for them. I'm not going to tell you how much money I owe on my credit card, but I have had to pay rent on my credit card before. Basically the only way that I can feed my cats is if I buy their food on my credit card and pay it off as best as I can later. My half of rent is almost an entire paycheck for me. We literally had to set up the system where we make 2 rent payments, half at the beginning of the month, half in the middle of the month, or else I would not be able to ever pay rent on time. I could get a second job to be able to make more money, but I'd be sacrificing every ounce of free time that I have left, and along with that, every ounce of happiness that I have left, and I simply can't do that. Like, I'm already losing my mind. Which is why I started posting on here, because lots of people have gained opportunity through TikTok, but I don't have a whole lot of time to sit here and make authentic content and chat with you. The only reason I did today is because I happened to get home 10 minutes before my boyfriend. We live in such a small space, I can't ask him to go somewhere else and try to be quiet. Like, this door is broken. We have no choice but to be in the same room. I've been trying really hard to be consistent, but I'm losing stamina because in the last year I've made maybe $50 on TikTok. Like, it's bad. Y'all are about to see me on TikTok live. Thank you for the roses, because I'm but just letting you guys know, it's not just you. You're not alone.
Okay, y'all, bear with me because I had to write something down so I can get my point across clearly and concisely while still being respectful. I just want to talk about what's really happening with rent in the town that I live in. So, I don't know. There's this new landlord group. It's called Pied Piper Realty. They go by PPG. They're a group of investors who've bought over $9 million worth of rental property in this town that I live in. It's basically created a bit of a monopoly with our local rental market. Because of them, some families are seeing their rent go up by even 50%. So 3 bedrooms that were costing $650 a month are now $1,300 a month in rent. This town's population, the town I live in, is less than 23,000 people. These are not just numbers. This is people actually losing their homes. This is a very serious issue. My family is one of the families that is directly impacted by this. And what's worse is that these families that are on month-to-month leases, like my own, are now being forced to sign new fixed-term leases within 7 days. And these are for properties that need serious repairs and maintenance. The landlord is making these promises to do light repairs. Included in that description are painting and replacing light fixtures. Not to mention there are many families that have rodent issues, that have plumbing issues. My house has electrical issues, you name it. With this, they are threatening these families, if they don't comply, to sign that new lease with this increased rental amount within 7 days, that they will be served a 30-day notice to vacate. So these families are literally being strong-armed into a rock and a hard place. Either pay twice what you were paying before, or up to, or get out in 30 days, all while you're trying to send your kids back to school. It's not just unfair, you guys. This is an absolutely unrealistic scenario that we should not be facing. I mean, it's reality, so I guess it's not unrealistic, but it's unfathomable. But I want to fight for change. I feel like because Illinois does not have a rent control law, there needs to be something changed, because I just don't think that it's appropriate that these kind of actions are legal.
Pack it up. Pack it right on up. To live comfortably in New York City, you gotta make $180,000. I mean, not even some of the city workers is making that. I remember back in the day, having a city job was a flex. I see why everybody and their mama still living with their mama. There is 30% original people in New York. And those 30% is fighting for their life. Look at this. This is blasphemy. I am baffled. Y'all throw some agreeable gray paint, some vinyl flooring and new appliances, and y'all think that's tea? Stainless steel appliances got the rent $2,000 $3,000 for an apartment that if you walked in the front door, you would fall out the window. Some of these apartment bathrooms is outside in the hallway. If we gonna be anything, let's be fucking for real. Who's living in New York? How y'all feeling? Y'all alright?
So I'm in Philadelphia, and Philly rents is going extremely high. They expect people to pay rent $2,000 a month or $3,000 a month for a home. Before you even view the home or the property, they're asking for credit scores and checking your credit. But the thing is, there's a lot of fraudulent activities happening with checking credit and all. We have been a victim to scams and credit checks and so forth. And my thing is, how do you find a good place to rent and view without feeling scam? Because everyone wants credit check, everyone wants application fees. But if you have like 20 people applying for the same place, you're not going to get that $50 back. It's not guaranteed that you're going to get the place as well.
I'm on my lunch break, but get this. I just got my renewal for my apartment. My lease is up in a couple of months, and they're sending it out to let me know if I'm going to be renewing my lease or if I'm like going to be leaving at the end of my term. I opened it up, and the minimum, I currently spend over $2,000 for my apartment a month. I live in a 3-bedroom apartment. It is not new by any means. It is an older apartment. I'm very grateful to have my own place as a single mother in this economy, but like, it's a lot of money to live here. The minimum, if I chose to renew my lease, is that it would go up is $350. That is the minimum for my apartment. When there's literally houses, 4-bedroom houses on the market with yards for the same price or less. I'm not renewing my lease. And moving last year during the holiday season was very stressful financially. So I told my mom I'm moving in with her for like a few months to like do Christmas or whatever, and then save up some money, and then we'll look for a house, because this is insane. Like, truly, what am I spending $300 more on when the trash is always overflowing? There's always dog poop on our soccer courts. We can hardly use the pool because it's green half the time. What? I am appalled. I am appalled. So it's been real. I've been very thankful for this apartment. Can't wait for like the last few videos here. Very nostalgic, but I'm not renewing my lease.
So I don't normally ever come on here and post anything except of my dog because he's absolutely gorgeous. But I am extremely frustrated being a full-time employed person living in Florida and not being able to afford to live. I have spent my whole day off trying to find a, more affordable place to live because I can't afford $1,300 a month in rent and then a $650 car note and then $300 insurance and then you got utilities and it's just it's either I eat or I pay my bills, and then even then it's like, okay, well, which bill's gonna be late this month? And I'm sick of it. I nor anybody else should be working 60 plus hours a week and not be able to live. I'm about to crash out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me losing my mind. I don't know. But I'm about to lose my shit because I just can't take it.
Homeless living here in my car because I can't afford $1,800 for rent. That is the average price for a 1-bedroom apartment in America today is $1,800. So I live here in my car full time, and I actually just left California because I couldn't find opportunities. Gas was going up and things were just getting harder and harder there. So I live here in my car, and while I left California, I am still getting tons of comments about my cooler here. Over the past week, I have gotten over 100, believe it or not, over 100 comments about this cooler. People saying that I don't deserve it, you're homeless, you shouldn't have a cooler like that. Those coolers cost $500, even some people saying $700, which is simply not true. This was a gift for my 30th birthday last year. I did not buy this cooler. I did not pay for it out of my own pocket. A wonderful...
My rent is too damn high to be having any issues in my building. My rent is too high to be having issues. Like, call the maintenance guy, he takes all day. Live on a block where there's always people honking. As you can see, like, people be double parking cars. There's no parking on the block. People be double parking and blocking people. And so the people be honking in the, like, all times of the night. Morning, afternoon, late at night. It's just crazy. Then my elevator been on and off out of commission all week. I finally got all my laundry together to do laundry today. Elevator broke. We ordered the Whole Foods order yesterday. Elevator broke. So now it's like, hopefully whoever's delivering the Whole Foods order is going to be willing to help me bring everything up to the 5th floor. And that's another thing. I'm on the 5th floor. Like, I'm high up. So it's like, rent is too high for me to be having these problems. It's like, they don't give you a discount when the building is messed up. They don't give you no discount, but let me be late on rent. It's a fee. Let me not pay. I'm evicted. So it's like you give to them and they don't give nothing back. It's like, these buildings supposed to have all these elevated amenities that's what we paying for, and I barely get to use it. It's crazy. Like, oh man, it's like, it just goes to show you, like, even though they are building these new buildings in the neighborhoods, they be using cheap manufacturers and stuff like that. They cheap on the construction, so it's not really the best building being created. Like, you know how buildings back in the day are sturdy. Buildings built in the 1980s, like them apartment buildings with the brick walk up, be nice and warm, nothing be breaking, like, because they using good equipment, you feel me? Now everything is just cheap, quick labor, like quick fix. Yeah, that's my complaint for the day. Yeah, I don't know if I'm just going to troop it and just do laundry anyways and risk my back, and I guess it's going to be a quick workout if I do that, but we shall see.
My rent is $22.50. $22.50. So I'm ready to move. Point blank period. So I inquired about a rental property not too far from me that's being rented by a private landlord, but a real estate agent is running everything. So as soon as I hit her up, first question, baby, how much is the rent? How much is the rent? She say $2,700. Mind you, the property is similar to mine. It's newer than mine, but it's similar to mine. Same square footage, same amount of rooms, bathrooms, whatever. Baby, I'm not interested because I'm literally trying to save money, not spend more money. So now she's trying to, get me to move to this property. Of course, that's her job. And so I'm like, girl, like, I already paid $22.50. I don't want to pay $2,700. Like, what? In what reality would I do that? I'm just gonna say where the hell I'm at. I'm just gonna sign another lease. I'm not gonna move. She's like, oh, so what's your target, girl? Less than $22.50. She's told me the unit has been vacant for a while and the owner is really trying to get it rented. Girl, not for $2,700. They not trying to rent shit for $2,700. Like, god damn, let's be for real. She talk about how low you want to go. Girl, less than $22.50. Less than $2,000 at this point. $2,700 is not an option.